Welcome to my week 3 vlog for Security Pro, TestOut Security Pro. So last week, on week 2, I left off and I was at the very beginning of chapter 5, section 5. So in this week, I've made it all the way through section 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and halfway through section 11. So I had some good progress this week. The stuff we learned about this time was VPNs, website protection, like blocking certain things on the web, network access control, very important, network threats, network device vulnerabilities, network applications, and security and attacks and switches. So let's go through some of the labs here that I did. Let's do secure a switch. That's a pretty basic one that you need to know. So basically in this lab, we're going to be going to the management console, and then we're going to be actually setting user accounts to basically have the permissions we want them to. So there we go. Now we're on the management console here. So we're going to log in with the default passwords that it has, which is just Cisco and Cisco. Okay, and now that we're in here, we're going to go through and we are going to change all the user accounts here. There we go. So here's our basic Cisco account. We can see it has user level 15, so that's the highest user level. That's very unsecure. We need to change that. But first we're going to do what it first has to do, make another user account. We're going to call them IT Switch Admin. And we're going to give them that password. And we're going to set them to the highest access because this is going to be our admin. There we go, success. And now that we have that, we're going to bring down our normal default account to the lowest that we can make it go, which is just being able to read the command line interface. There we go, apply, and there we go. So now that we have those, next we need to save the changes we've made. So up here, the flashing save button, we click that, and we want to save our running config to our startup config, which basically saves what we're currently doing and what we did currently to what will always boot up as the settings. So there we go. Saved that and done. And that's it for configuring the basic user accounts on a switch there. And then let's show one more lab that I thought was cool, spoofing MAC addresses. So basically, you can trick things into seeing that a different MAC address than what your actual one is. So let's go into here and go to PowerShell, see what the MAC address is currently on this one. So we can see that the MAC address on this one is that. So we can go over to a completely different station now. We are in Office 2. So if we go to IT admin here, we can see that theirs is different. Yeah, so the other one at the end was a 15 and this one's a 13. So now that we can see that, what we can do is we can go into SMAC as an admin. And what we can do is we can type in our spoof MAC address here to change it to that, so that anyone that looks at it, that can see our MAC address will see that it's a 15 instead of the 13. So we update that. It restarts the adapter. We press OK. Now we're good. We can see here's our actual MAC address, and here's what it spoofs it as, so that everyone else sees it as that. And then we have to renew. There we go. And then we can do the ipconfig/all again, and boom, shows up as a 15 at the end. So now they think that this one has the same exact MAC address as the other computer in the other room. So that's a cool lab there. And that's about it for my week 3 check-in here. And next week I should be able to completely finish chapter 5 and get into chapter 6 here. So thanks for watching.